I saw Dr. King speak right here. I am extremely proud that on March 6, 1964, I was right here sitting in among the bleachers at this Tinker Field.
The first time I saw Dr. King was at the March on Washington, August 28, 1963, in Washington, D.C.
I not only saw him in person, but I was in near proximity to him, where I was within feet of him, and I could literally touch his sleeve.
I was so thrilled to have the opportunity to come and hear Dr. King. I learned about it actually through my dad, who's Richard Arthur Jones, the first Black policeman hired by the city of Orlando. And he was assigned the prestigious job of being the bodyguard the entire time that Dr. King was here.
First time that I heard Dr. King speak, it was powerful.
And I remember looking down at his shoes and thinking, oh, this is a man that is known by the world, but his shoes were worn. And then I looked up at him and he looked tired to me. I looked in his eyes and he looked very, very tired. And that made an impression on me.
To hear him speak, to do the I Have a Dream speak, it was a great experience. And it was an experience that I will never forget.
In his speech when he was here, he kept urging Orlando residents, go and vote. You have no idea the power of the vote. Dr. King kept saying, don't take that for granted.
These two experiences impact my life because growing up in a segregated town, we could see the white, the color barriers up, and you really didn't mean it, didn't know what it meant. He made you realize just what that meant. It changed my life because I always made a resolution that I will always do something to help somebody else.
Dr. King inspired everything that I did. And so I was an educator, and in my teaching of children and educating children, we had many opportunities to share with them the importance of getting a good education so that we could apply for those positions that Dr. King talked about.
So I think what it has inspired in me, not only as an attorney, but as a professor, you gotta give something back. You have to touch somebody. You have to reach out and make sure that you give people the same opportunities that you have. And you have to look at the world through eyes of empathy, sympathy, but also compassion.
Yes, he inspired my career path because over the years, I've always been in a position that I could pretty much help other people. In North Carolina, I was president of the youth chapter at NAACP, but then as I came to Florida, I've held several civil rights offices in the NAACP, and now in my second term as president of the NAACP.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Being on the commission has advanced the life and the legacy of Dr. King. But I'm a member of the NAACP. I am a part of the Voters League, and I am a true proponent of voter rights.
Well, I have attempted to carry on the civil rights era and the message of it in many ways. I've always just been involved in every aspect that I could be. And then when I moved to Orlando, of course, I joined the commission. I was a member and one of the chairs of the ACLU Orlando chapter, Orange County chapter. I registered folks to vote. I was involved in doing taxes for senior citizens. I was the head of the advisor for the Women's Law Caucus at the law school. So I've been an advisor to many organizations. I have been involved in many organizations, and I just try to pass it on.
If Dr. King had, I feel personally, I mean, if everybody probably would have a lot of different answers to that. But I think the one thing that, to me, that I think Dr. King would ask us to do in this day and time is to respect each other, to be unified, and do whatever it takes for all of us to be a part of the civil rights movement or helping each other.
So, to be philosophical about what I think Dr. King's message would be if he were alive today is to very simply recognize the humanity in each other. Because once you have the knowledge, once you recognize someone's humanity, you will feed them, you will clothe them, you will house them, you will educate them, you will value their lives, you will teach them their history, you will make sure that they are contributing members of the society no matter what it takes.
I wish that all of us would just follow through with the teachings of Dr. King. And I hope that we never ever let his holiday or his beliefs or any of his legacy die. He wrote beautiful, beautiful books full of profound information. His speeches, he had a command of the English language that was unbelievable. He could connect words in a way no one else could do. This man was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. He believed in the peace of Gandhi. He just had a history that was incredible. And I hope that we in no way let his legacy, his beliefs, and all that he stood for die.